Okay, we're back to this 1956 yellow and white Chevy. I'm gonna work my way.
Watch your elbow.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, so we're gonna go for a ride.
Okay.
Get a little more in detail here while you're sitting in your office or at home before you come drive it. We can let you see what we've got going on here with this automobile. All right.
Shift's good. Brakes are good. Brakes good. Steering wheel's nice and straight. No big vibrations. Brakes good. Indicator right here. Mechanically sound.
All right. So, what we found here, let's play with some of these controls. Hey, air conditioning.
So I'm gonna put the air conditioning on. You can hear it. It's blowing the fan. So
This is it seems to be a vintage air system, and it's working. So we've also switched it over to the heat, and the heat portion works as well. Up to the radio. The radio seems to work, but there's no sound coming out of the radio. So there might be some cables that need to be connected to some speakers that are clearly down here on the floor, but we can't get any sound out of it right now. It's just a cable or two. Moving on over to the gadgets. We've just been driving this around a bit. The temp is normal. The voltage is normal.
And the oil pressure is good.
The oil pressure is good. The fuel seems to be running out very soon, so we should get some gas. And we noticed that the speedometer works well, the lights work well. And once again, folks, you got any questions, more questions about this fine ride, feel free to call us at Celebrity Cars. Thank you. Welcome back to Celebrity Cars in this 1956 Chevy. We figured we'd get a little bit more into detail, walking slowly around the undercarriage of the car so you can see what all's going on in specifics with this automobile. We've got got some yellow and white paint on this machine. I'm trying to focus in on some paint running so you can see it in a detail before I back up and you get a better view of where I am on the vehicle itself. Thank you for that, Andrew. Air compressors are good to have. Okay, so the chrome on this vehicle seems to be, in general, in pretty good shape. There's some dents There's some dings. I'll get closer to that in a moment, but while I'm here, the front driver's side wheel well, so you can get what's going on around the edges of this vehicle. I'm now up front. I'm gonna try and pan back here. A little difficult to do while on the lift, but we want you to see all the details of this car while you're sitting on your couch. Front bumper of the car, we're all the way down here, get a real good video of it. You can see that this chrome is in some pretty good shape. Not perfect, but pretty good. All right, underneath, let's move on underneath. Front driver's side, springs, got some surface residue down here from driving this sucker around, but that's just dirt. Small surface rust here. The front springs of the driver's side. Front. Okay, let's look straight up here. The brackets, the frame. All right, and walking around, we're now at the front passenger side wheel well. Again, just some dirt. I see pretty much no surface rust here. All right, and down the passenger side of the vehicle, small surface rust issues here. I'll do some knocking. It's really surface. It's not concrete. It's not gonna blow out tomorrow. I did have a good angle at the paint down this direction. Back to a little more attention to the trim, the chrome trim. Once again, it's all there. Some of it might have to come off and get a couple dings taken out of it, but it's all there. No major issues with the passenger side chrome, that's for sure. Okay, slow it down here, back to the passenger side of the vehicle. I'm down near the rear passenger side wheel well now. Seems fine. Not perfect, seems fine. Little scuff in the paint there, probably come out with some good polish. It's not dented. All four wheels that I've been flying by seem to be all in very nice shape, just so you know. Okay, let's get underneath the back of the car, a little better light. Here's your frame area. Once again, small surface rust, but overall, it was a very clean undercarriage. No leaks down here, folks. None. Rear end. I don't see any transmission leaks. I've looked up there already. But we're pretty much in detail looking at this car together for the first time. Okay. Again, some small surface rust. I see nothing here that's gonna get anyone excited or shouldn't. Okay. Let's continue the trek down underneath the car. The exhaust system. frame rails. Going our way up towards the front, the back of the transmission. Nothing's even wet back here, just so you know. And we'll give a quick look at these two front suspension pieces in the back of the wheels. Okay. Well, I'm gonna work my way back out from underneath this car. This, once again, 1956 yellow and white Chevy, 2-door, lots of chrome. I've been told it's got a pretty fancy motor. Please see our website for details. And thanks very much for looking. Okay, our final trip through this 1956 Chevy. We are going to hit some external details of this car as well as it running. So, I'm gonna fire it up. We already have a detailed video of the interior. Please see the Celebrity Cars site for that. One thing I did want to note on my way out of the car, inside the door jamb here, this is some tar, I believe. Anyway, okay, again, you've seen all these videos. I wanted to walk around and share with you real quick before I shut this motor off so you can hear me clearer when we go over the rest of the car. Let's share the motor. And it's running. We haven't done this yet. We've test driven it, drove it around, Andrew drove it. You saw the brakes. Worked good. Transmission ships well. It's a pretty motor. It's running good. Pretty master cylinder over there. And I now see and understand the engine upgrades that were recently done to this car, and how clean they got the engine compartment. It's very nice in here. I was able to get a quick view of the VIN tag. Hope you caught that. I'm gonna close this up all the way. Sorry for the slam. Gonna get back into the engine compartment, or the interior here, and shut this off, and we're gonna go over the exterior of this car in detail. Pick out the nice sections, the imperfections, and so on and so forth. So you're sitting at home, you can be comfortable in your purchase if you can't hop on a plane these days and see it. Okay. Door shuts nice. We've been over the chrome already. We were the undercarriage of the car. You got to see the chrome from underneath while it was on the lift. And now you're seeing it in direct sunlight as well as the paint. Now, it's a yellow car. Got a very nice white accent. Great cruiser. It has its imperfections. Okay. These are all very mild. You have to get up this close in order to see the paint running, the small bubbles that may be in the paint from surface rust. This is an antique, folks, And antique ones of these in unbelievable conditions sell for a heck of a lot more than this one. So let's all understand what we're looking at here. But I'm gonna hone in on things that I don't like and then show them to you myself. Just small abrasions in the paint, older paint. The motor was just redone, not the paint. The white, I'm sure, somewhat difficult to see. It's a flatter white. It's not super shiny. There's some marks as you go to open the trunk. And some marks when you go to open the trunk. Now, let's see in the trunk. I'm ready. Got a car cover in here that hasn't been removed. If you would like to see more that I'm showing you now, you can call us and we can get into those details. But let me hone in here. Looks like we got not even some surface rust, but barely. Some sticky stuff to hold this foil in to attempt at carpeting in the trunk. Should go over to the other side. Some surface rust down here. We'll knock on it together. Surface rust, I don't see any big holes. I don't see any holes, and that seems to be the worst spot in this particular area. But again, I banged on it, my fist didn't go through it, and we're all understanding how old this vehicle is. Okay, looks like you might get an extra visor as part of the deal. Okay, I'm gonna close the trunk back up. Go around to this side. I'm gonna hone in here on a somewhat decent sized little chunk. There's my finger. That's how big it is. And if you pan away, it is not something that your eye catches immediately, but yes, it is there. Okay, and per the old video, or from the undercarriage video, we had that abrasion there that could possibly be removed by a fancy detailer. We're also back to the chrome on this side, which is actually in pretty darn good shape. In the glass here in the tint, that's not a crack in the glass, that is a crack in the tint, but my friends, this is a crack in the glass. So the passenger side rear window following my finger here is a crack in the glass, yes. But I didn't notice that. We learn things together here. So, crack, yeah, that's all I have for you there. Okay, we've addressed the surface bubbles and excess paint down here from when the car was on the lift. I'm opening the passenger side door, looking in this door cavity, and that's pretty darn nice. Okay, once again, we did all the detailed inside pictures. I'm noticing a split in the paint here and a small chip in the paint here, and this is where I'm locating them. Back to the quarter panel of the paint. This is a very small crack in the paint. I wanted to point that out so you saw it. The hood is in a really decent condition. I think someone with a very good buffing tool and some polish and some heavy-duty paint cleaner, there would be an extra luster that would come out of this automobile. the front grille area here, just in case you might have missed these in the pictures. Okay, I'll place my finger in front of, there's been some touch-up paint put on that. Along the front of the grille area, there is some surface rust that is breaking through here. Very small touch-up paint areas here. Once again, these are, boy, difficult to see unless I'm right on top of them. Bright yellow car, sunshine. I'm doing my best here, folks. Just a little bit, you can see through here and see through there. The headlights, wonderful. The hood ornament is wonderful. Some water spots in the paint, but not terribly awful. I did a test spot here the other day, you know, all time consuming with 65 cars in the showroom. I played a little bit with this spot. If you listen to my hand, it is beautiful. Very yellow, very shiny. If I move over here, still very nice and yellow, but hear that? So, the clay bar, you get to put your own spin on this paint once you get it. But this is smooth as glass, nice and yellow. The paint on this vehicle, folks, will show up just fine. But that's your project, and that's your fun that you're able to do on your own. But I think we've done the best we can here to go over all the little nicks and bumps on this automobile. But overall, boy, folks, it's a beautiful Chevy. It runs good. It sounds good. And we're happy to present it to you. Call us if you have any other questions. We'd be happy to help. Celebrity Cars, Las Vegas, 702-8